Momentum Portraits of Women in Motion was an idea that I had for an album. This was something that I felt I really wanted to do, which was to pay tribute to women heroes of mine, and in a range of areas, obviously in music, but also in sports, and in politics, and environmental advocacy, and social justice. So what was fun was to pick women that really mattered to me and who had made a difference in my life from the time I was 8 or 9 on up till now, and write music for them. So each piece in the album is a tribute to a woman or a particular group of women who've had some impact in my life and I think deserve to be honored. Go ahead. So, of course, I had to pay tribute to some of my female heroes, both jazz piano and pop rock people that I grew up listening to. And one of the pieces that has so much meaning for me is a piece that I wrote in honor of the late great Jerry Allen, a wonderful jazz pianist, mentor to me and great friend, and her mentor, Mary Lou Williams. I'm not sure if mentor is the right word, but someone whose music she championed and who she cared about deeply and who she was influenced by. So there's a piece that is tentatively titled The Soul Keepers, that is kind of I tried to use both the boogie-woogie style that Mary Lou Williams was fairly famous for, but also add a very contemporary harmonic touch that pays tribute to Jerry. So trying to meld sort of 2010 with 1940. So I recorded the music for Momentum in 3 days in Ann Arbor at the audio studio connected to the University of Michigan. And it was great because I was able to invite some of my very favorite women artists, people who I've either recorded with in the past, like Ingrid Jensen, the great trumpet player, or people who live in this area and I've worked together or traveled with, like Marion Hayden, the great bass player from Detroit, or people I've taught at jazz camps with, like the saxophonist Tia Fuller, who also performs with Beyonce and is just so much fun and such a great player. And players that I had met in the Diva, all-women big band, who I had not had a chance to see or play with for some years now, like Lisa Perrott, Barry sax and alto player, Virginia Mayhew, wonderful tenor player, and then a drummer I've just gotten to know in the last, might be 5 or 6 years, Allison Miller, who has come through town with her own band and plays at Edgefest in Ann Arbor regularly and is just an incredible musician. And then also a woman I met at the Illinois All-State where I was conducting, Marlene Rosenberg, a bassist who's based in Chicago. And to get the chance to bring all these women in one spot, and I almost forgot, our alumnus in the University of Michigan Jazz Program, Melissa Gardner, incredible trombonist living in Syracuse. So one of the biggest pieces of the picture here for me with this project is that I want to take the band, as many players as possible, out on the road with me, and we want to perform the music, but more importantly, we want to perform the music with young women musicians in high schools and colleges around the country, hopefully even outside the country, and we want to have a chance to mentor them. There's not as many young women playing jazz as we would like, and not only do we want to mentor them in terms of playing the music and possibly becoming jazz musicians, but we want to make sure they know about all these important women heroes and what they've contributed, and to encourage them to think outside the box and aggressively go after what they want. So while I'm very, very excited to get the music out there and get the CD put out and the music out online, I think it's even more important to me that my band goes out on the road and has a chance to reach into communities and do educational outreach with these young women as well. One of the issues that's interesting to me is why there aren't more young women of color playing jazz, and I know that players in my band are also interested in talking about that. And we're hoping that this will be provocative and that the music will make people think, but that we can also have some good discussions around the music as well.